Hi guys, welcome back to Hope is Alive channel. We've been looking at the book of Hebrews, but I want to look at 7 passages of comparison speaking about Jesus. Because Hebrews is all about how Jesus is so superior, and yet the believers in the book of Hebrews were returning back to the Levitical way of sacrifice. The temple still stood in Jerusalem. They were reverting back to the old ways. And so the writer of Hebrews says in verse 4, having become as much superior, talking about Jesus, much superior to angels, as the name he has inherited is more excellent than theirs. Then it goes on, for which of the angels did God ever say, you are my son, today I have begotten you? Or again, I will be his father and he will be my son. So the writer of Hebrews is saying right from the offset that Jesus is more superior than the angels. Jesus is clearly, reading those scriptures, verses 4 to 14, much superior than angels. Another thing that he is superior in is Moses. Jesus is more superior than Moses. Hebrews chapter 3 and verses 1 to 6. And it says this, it says, therefore, brothers and sisters, holy partners in a heavenly calling, consider that Jesus, the apostle and high priest of our confession, was faithful to the one who appointed him, just as Moses was also faithful in all God's house. Yet Jesus is worthy of more glory than Moses, just as the building of the house. And so we just see that he's superior to the angels, he's superior to Moses. The third thing that he's superior in is in Hebrews chapter 7. And we see there a comparison between the Levitical priesthood under Aaron and the priesthood of Melchizedek. And God the Father said, you are a priest forever about Jesus. The Lord has sworn, will not change his mind. You are a priest forever. Accordingly, Jesus has become the guarantee of a better covenant. So there's 3 areas: angels, Moses, Levitical priesthood. And the fourth one is that Jesus in the new covenant is superior to the old covenant. It says in Hebrews 8, verse 6 to 13, but Jesus has now obtained a more excellent ministry, and to that degree he is the mediator of a better covenant, which has been enacted through better promises. If the first covenant had been faultless, there'd be no need to look for a second one. The 5th area where Jesus is superior is the tabernacle of Moses in Hebrews chapter 9. You can read that for yourself, because instead of the tabernacle of Moses, Jesus ministered at a heavenly tabernacle. The next one is Levitical sacrifices in Hebrews chapter 10. The sacrifice of Jesus is superior to the Levitical sacrifices in verses 1 to 18. You can read that. And so the last one is, you see that Mount Sinai, where the law was given and where the Levitical priesthood came out of, and all the law and restrictions and the Torah and so on and so forth, is superseded by what happens on Mount Zion. That what Jesus has done, his blood presented on the altar. And it says in Hebrews 1 that he sits at the right hand of the Father. Why does he sit? Because a king doesn't need to stand, a king sits. Hope this helps you heaps today. Bless. Hey, thanks very much for watching Hope is Alive channel. For more videos, you can click here or here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, send it to your friends. Take care. You can choose now. Yeah, just anyway.